Hey everyone, welcome back to Max and Mia podcast.
Hello, we're so glad you're here with us today.
Whether you're joining us for the first time or you've been with us from the beginning, we really appreciate you taking the time to listen.
Absolutely. And if you're enjoying our content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It truly helps us reach more learners like you.
So Mia, what do we have in store for our listeners today?
Well, Max, today's episode is going to be super practical. We're bringing you 5 everyday conversations in English, real-life situations that you're bound to encounter at some point.
That's right. These aren't just random dialogues. We've carefully selected scenarios that almost everyone experiences, whether you're traveling, working, studying abroad, or just living your daily life.
These are the kinds of conversations that truly help you feel more confident speaking English.
So grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's dive right in.
Let's do this.
All right, so our first conversation is one that practically everyone deals with when they're traveling or moving to a new place.
Oh yeah, maintenance issues. You know, that moment when something breaks and you need to explain the problem to your landlord or Airbnb host.
Exactly. It can feel a bit awkward, especially in a language that's not your own. But knowing how to describe the issue clearly can make everything so much smoother.
Right. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a broken heater, or internet that just won't work, being able to communicate the problem is essential.
So, let's listen to how this conversation might play out. Pay attention to how the tenant explains the situation and asks for help.
Here we go.
Hi, Rebecca. Sorry to bother you. Do you have a minute?
Oh, hey, Jordan. No worries at all. What's going on?
Well, I wanted to let you know about a couple of things in the apartment that aren't working properly. Nothing too serious, but I thought I should mention them.
Of course. I appreciate you telling me. What's the issue?
So, the main thing is the water heater. I've noticed over the past few days that the water doesn't really get hot anymore. Like it's barely warm even after running it for a while.
That's odd. Has it been like this since you moved in, or did it just start recently?
It actually started about 3 days ago. At first, I thought maybe I was just using it at a bad time, like maybe someone else in the building was using hot water too, but it's been consistent now, morning and evening.
Right. That definitely sounds like something's wrong with the heater itself then. I'll need to call someone to take a look at it. Is it completely cold or just not getting hot enough?
It gets lukewarm at best. I can shower, but it's not comfortable, especially with the weather getting colder.
Yeah, I totally understand. Nobody wants a cold shower in this weather. I'll contact the plumber today and try to get someone out there by tomorrow or the day after. Does that work for you?
That would be great, thanks. I'm usually home after 3 in the afternoon, if that helps with scheduling.
Perfect. I'll let them know. You mentioned there were a couple of things. What else is going on?
Oh, right. The other thing is kind of minor, but the kitchen sink has been draining really slowly. I have to wait like 5 minutes for the water to go down after washing dishes.
That's probably just a clog. Have you tried using any drain cleaner or anything like that?
I haven't, no. I wasn't sure if I should try to fix it myself or if you'd prefer to handle it.
No, that's actually good that you asked. Some drain cleaners can be pretty harsh on older pipes. Let me bring over something safer when the plumber comes. Or actually, I could stop by this evening if you're around. I have this enzyme-based cleaner that works really well and won't damage anything.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, I'll be here all evening. Anytime after 6 works for me.
Great. I'll swing by around 7 then. And hey, while I'm thinking about it, is everything else working okay? The heating, the stove, all that?
Yeah, everything else seems fine. The heating works well, actually. Although there is one more tiny thing. The bathroom light flickers sometimes when I first turn it on.
Interesting. Does it keep flickering or does it stop after a few seconds?
It usually stops after maybe 10 or 15 seconds. Then it's fine for the rest of the time.
That might just be the bulb getting old. Those LED bulbs can do that sometimes when they're on their way out. I can bring a new one tonight when I come over with the drain cleaner.
That would be perfect. I really appreciate how quick you are with this stuff.
Hey, no problem at all. That's my job, right? I want to make sure the place is comfortable for you. Better to know about these things early before they turn into bigger problems.
Absolutely. And I'm glad the water heater thing isn't something I did wrong. I was worried maybe I had messed with the temperature setting or something.
No, not at all. These things just happen with older buildings. The water heater is probably about 8 years old now, so it might be reaching the point where it needs some maintenance anyway.
Well, thanks for being so understanding about it all. Some landlords can be pretty difficult when you report problems.
I've heard the horror stories. But honestly, I'd much rather know right away than have something small become a huge, expensive repair later. Plus, you're taking good care of the place, so that makes my life easier too.
Well, I try. Okay, so you'll text me when you know about the plumber's schedule.
Yep. I'll message you as soon as I hear back from them. And I'll see you around 7 tonight with the drain cleaner and the light bulb.
Sounds good. Thanks again, Rebecca.
Anytime, Jordan. Talk to you later.
That was a really helpful example of how to communicate maintenance problems clearly without being too demanding.
Yeah, and notice how Jordan was polite but also direct about the issues. That's the key.
For sure. Now, our next conversation is another situation we've all been through, dealing with a delivery that never showed up.
Oh, this is so relevant. Online shopping is everywhere now, and sometimes packages just disappear.
Exactly. Knowing how to call customer service and explain the problem can save you a lot of frustration. You need to stay calm but firm.
Right. Let's hear how this plays out. In this scenario, someone's calling about a package that should have arrived days ago.
Let's listen in.
Thank you for calling ShopFast customer service. This is Derek speaking. How can I help you today?
Hi, Derek. Yeah, I'm calling about an order that was supposed to arrive 3 days ago, and it still hasn't shown up.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'd be happy to look into this for you. Can I get your order number, please?
Sure, it's... Let me find it. Okay, it's SF47289012.
Perfect. Thank you. And can I have the email address associated with the account?
It's vanessa.torres@gmail.com.
Great. I've got your order pulled up here. So this was placed on the 15th, and it looks like it was supposed to be delivered by the 18th. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. The tracking showed it was out for delivery that day, but then nothing. I've been checking every day, and the status hasn't changed at all.
I see what you're talking about. The last update shows it left the distribution center on the 17th, and then it says out for delivery on the 18th, but there's no delivery confirmation. That's definitely not normal.
Right, and I've been home most of the time, too. Nobody knocked on my door or left any notice or anything.
Did you check with any neighbors? Sometimes drivers leave packages at the wrong address by mistake.
I already did that yesterday. I asked everyone on my floor, and nobody's seen it. Plus, the tracking usually updates when it's been delivered, even if it's at the wrong place, right?
That's true. It should. Let me check something else here. Okay, so I'm looking at the carrier's notes, and it seems like the driver marked it as access issue, which usually means they couldn't reach your address for some reason.
That doesn't make sense, though. I've gotten deliveries to this address before without any problems. What kind of access issue?
It doesn't specify, unfortunately. Sometimes it's a locked building entrance or a gate code situation. Do you live in an apartment building?
Yeah, but there's always someone at the front desk during the day. They accept packages all the time. This has never been an issue before.
Okay, that is strange then. Let me see what options we have here. So, the package is currently showing as in transit, but it's been stuck at that status for 3 days now. What I can do is open an investigation with the shipping carrier to find out what happened.
How long does that usually take?
The investigation typically takes 3 to 5 business days, but honestly, given how long it's already been, I think we should just process a replacement for you right away.
Oh, that would be much better. I actually need this stuff kind of urgently. It's a gift for my niece's birthday on Saturday.
I completely understand. Let me go ahead and set up that replacement order for you. I'll mark it as priority shipping at no extra charge, so it should arrive within 2 days.
Okay, that works. But what if the original package suddenly shows up? Do I need to return it or something?
Good question. If both packages end up arriving, just keep whichever one comes first and refuse delivery on the second one, or you can contact us and we'll arrange a pickup. Either way, you won't be charged twice.
All right, that sounds fair. And just to confirm, I won't have to pay for the shipping on the replacement?
Correct. No additional charges whatsoever. This was clearly not your fault, so we're covering everything.
I appreciate that. I was worried I'd have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get this sorted out.
Not at all. We want to make this right. I'm processing the replacement now, and you should get a confirmation email within the next few minutes with your new tracking number.
Perfect. Thanks for actually being helpful, Derek. I've had some really frustrating customer service experiences before.
I'm glad I could help. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, that's everything. Thanks again.
You're very welcome, Vanessa. Have a great rest of your day.
See how Vanessa stayed polite but didn't let them brush her off? That's exactly how you handle these situations.
Right. And Derek was professional about fixing the problem. Good customer service makes such a difference.
Okay, so moving on to our third conversation, asking your boss for time off.
Oh, this one can feel tricky. A lot of people get nervous about asking for days off, even when they really need them.
Totally. But it's a normal part of working, and knowing how to ask professionally is important. Let's hear how it's done.
In this one, an employee needs to request some time off. Let's see how they approach it.
Hey, Patricia, do you have a second? I wanted to run something by you.
Sure, Lucas. Come on in. What's up?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about taking a few days off next month. I know it's kind of short notice, but something came up with my family.
Okay. When are you thinking?
I was hoping to take off the week of the 23rd, so that would be Monday through Friday, 5 days total.
The 23rd. Let me check the calendar here. That's right before the quarterly review presentations, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I actually thought about that, which is why I wanted to ask you now rather than waiting. I know the timing isn't ideal.
What's the situation, if you don't mind me asking?
My sister's getting married that weekend, and the wedding's out of state. My whole family's flying in from different places, so we're all planning to spend some time together that week.
Oh, congratulations to your sister. That's exciting. I understand why you'd want to be there for that.
Thanks. I mean, I could technically just take the Thursday and Friday before the wedding, but we haven't all been together in over 2 years, so I was really hoping to take the full week.
I get it. Family time is important. Let me think about the workload for a minute. You're currently working on the Johnson account and the product launch materials, right?
Exactly. The Johnson stuff is pretty much wrapped up. I just need to send them the final draft, which I can do by this Friday. As for the product launch, most of my part is done except for the final review.
When's that review scheduled?
It's on the 20th, so 3 days before I'd be leaving. I can have everything ready before then, and if there are any last-minute changes after the review, I could handle those on Monday and Tuesday before I go.
What about the quarterly presentations? I know you usually help coordinate those.
I was thinking about that too. Would it be okay if I worked with Simone to get her up to speed? She's helped with presentations before, and I trust her to handle it.
Simone's pretty busy that week, though. She's got her own presentation to prepare.
True, but I could do most of the prep work beforehand. Like, I could have all the slides drafted and the schedule organized. She'd really just need to be there for last-minute questions or technical issues.
You know what? That could work. And honestly, it might be good for Simone to learn that side of things anyway.
Right, and I'd make sure my phone is on the whole time. If there's an emergency or something urgent comes up, I can jump on a call.
I appreciate that, but let's try to avoid having you deal with work stuff during your sister's wedding week. That's supposed to be your time off.
I really appreciate that. So, does that mean it's okay?
Yeah, I think we can make it work. Just make sure everything with Johnson is completely finished and sent off before you leave. And coordinate with Simone by next week at the latest so she has plenty of time to prepare.
Absolutely. I'll meet with her tomorrow if she's available, and I'll put together a document with everything she might need to know.
Perfect. Go ahead and submit the time off request through the system so it's official, and I'll approve it today.
Will do. Thanks so much for being flexible about this, Patricia. I know the timing could be better.
These things happen. Family weddings don't exactly work around our quarterly schedule, right?
Definitely not. All right, I'll get that request in right now. Thanks again.
No problem. And tell your sister congratulations for me.
I will. See you later.
That's a great example of how to ask for time off professionally. Lucas really thought ahead about his workload.
Yeah, and offering solutions instead of just creating problems for your boss. That's smart.
Absolutely. Now, let's switch gears completely. Our next conversation is about something that happens to travelers all the time.
Getting lost on public transportation.
Exactly. Whether you're in a new city or just confused about which bus or train to take, asking for directions is super useful.
And it can be intimidating to approach strangers, especially in another language. But most people are actually happy to help.
So let's listen to someone asking for help with public transport. Pay attention to how they explain where they need to go.
Excuse me, sorry to bother you. Can I ask you something about the trains?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
I'm trying to get to Central Station, but I'm completely lost. Do you know which line I should take from here?
Central Station. Okay, yeah, that's pretty straightforward from here, actually. You need to take the blue line heading north.
The blue line north. Is that the platform downstairs or upstairs?
Downstairs. And when you go down the escalator, turn left, and you'll see the signs for northbound trains.
Got it. And do I need to transfer anywhere, or is it direct?
It's direct, but here's the thing. Not all Blue Line trains go all the way to Central Station. Some of them stop at Riverside, which is 2 stops before.
Oh, no. So how do I know which train to take?
Look at the front of the train when it arrives. It'll show the final destination. You want one that says Central Station or Northern Terminal. Both of those go there.
Okay, so I should check the front display. What if I accidentally get on the wrong one?
If you end up on a train that terminates at Riverside, just get off there and wait for the next one. They come every 10 minutes or so you won't be waiting long.
That's not too bad then. How many stops is it from here to Central Station?
Let me think. About 7 stops, maybe 8. It takes around 20 minutes.
20 minutes, okay. And is there an announcement when we get there, or do I need to count the stops?
There are announcements, yeah. They call out each stop, and there are digital screens inside the train that show which stop is coming up next. Plus, Central Station is huge, so you'll definitely notice when you're there.
That's reassuring. One more thing. Do I need to validate my ticket or tap my card before getting on the train?
Have you already got a ticket?
Yeah, I bought one of those day passes from the machine upstairs.
Perfect. You don't need to validate it again if you already did when you entered the station. Those day passes are good for unlimited rides until midnight.
Oh, great. So I can just get on the train directly?
Exactly. Just to make sure you keep the ticket with you, though, because sometimes inspectors come through and check.
Right. I'll keep it in my pocket. Thanks so much for explaining all this. I was standing here staring at the map for like 10 minutes and couldn't figure it out.
No worries. These maps can be confusing. Is this your first time using this system?
Yeah, I just moved here last week, so I'm still learning how everything works.
Ah, welcome then. You'll get the hang of it quickly. The train system here is actually pretty reliable once you know your way around.
That's good to know. I was worried it would be super complicated.
Nah, you'll be fine. The blue line is one of the easiest ones. Just remember, check the front display and listen for the announcements.
Will do. Thanks again. I really appreciate your help.
Anytime. Have a good trip.
See how asking for help doesn't have to be awkward? People are usually willing to explain things.
Definitely. And Carla asked follow-up questions to make sure she understood everything. That's key.
All right, we've got one more conversation for you today. And this one's about something that can really test your patience.
Oh yeah, flight delays. Or train delays. Basically, anytime your travel plans get messed up and you need to talk to staff about it.
Right. And staying polite, even when you're frustrated, can make a huge difference in how people help you.
Exactly. Let's hear how someone handles a delay situation at the airport.
Hi there, I'm on flight 347 to Boston, and I just saw on the board that it's been delayed. Can you tell me what's going on?
Yes, let me check that for you. Flight 347. Okay, so we're showing a 2-hour delay due to weather conditions at the destination airport.
2 hours? Wow, okay. Do you know if that's a firm 2 hours, or could it change?
Unfortunately, with weather delays, it's hard to say for certain. It could be shorter, or it might extend depending on how the conditions develop. We'll update the board as soon as we know more.
I understand. The thing is, I have a connecting flight in Boston, and with a 2-hour delay, I'm definitely going to miss it. What are my options?
Let me pull up your booking. Can I see your confirmation number or passport?
Sure. Here's my passport.
Thank you. Okay, so I can see your connection to Portland is scheduled to depart at 6:15, and with this delay, you'd be landing around 6:30. Yeah, you're right. You'll miss that.
Is there a later flight to Portland that I could be rebooked on?
Let me check availability. There's one at 8:45 p.m. with seats available. I can put you on that one at no extra charge since the delay wasn't your fault.
That would work, but just to be safe, what happens if this delay gets even longer and I miss that flight too?
Good question. If that happens, we'll rebook you again, or if there are no more flights tonight, we'll put you on the first one tomorrow morning and provide a hotel voucher.
Okay, that's reassuring. Can you go ahead and rebook me on the 8:45 flight then?
Absolutely. Done. You'll get a new boarding pass emailed to you, and you can also pick one up at the gate in Boston when you arrive.
Perfect. One more thing. I checked a bag. Will that automatically transfer to the new flight, or do I need to do something?
It should transfer automatically since it's all part of the same booking. When you land in Boston, your bag will be sent to the Portland flight without you having to claim it.
Great. And just to confirm, I don't need to go back through security or anything in Boston, right?
Correct. You'll stay in the secure area. Just head to your new gate when you land.
Okay, thank you so much for sorting this out. I know delays aren't your fault, and I appreciate you being so helpful.
I appreciate your patience. I know it's frustrating when travel plans change. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Actually, yeah. Since we've got 2 hours to kill now, are there any food vouchers or anything like that for the delay?
For weather delays, we typically don't offer meal vouchers since it's beyond our control. But if the delay extends beyond 3 hours, you'd qualify for one.
Ah, fair enough. It was worth asking.
Always worth asking. And hey, if you're looking for somewhere to eat, there's a pretty good cafe on the upper level near Gate 12 that's reasonably priced.
Oh, thanks for the tip. I'll check it out.
You're welcome. Have as good a flight as possible under the circumstances.
Thanks, you too. I mean, have a good rest of your shift.
Thank you. Take care.
You know what I loved about that last conversation? Theo stayed calm even though his plans were falling apart.
Right? And notice how the agent was way more helpful because of that. Being polite really does get you further.
So there you have it. 5 real-world conversations that you'll probably find yourself in at some point.
Whether you're dealing with landlords, customer service, your boss, strangers on the street, or airport staff, now you've got examples of how these interactions actually sound.
The best part? You can come back and listen to these anytime you need a refresher before a similar situation.
Exactly. And remember, making mistakes is totally normal. Native speakers mess up conversations too. What matters is that you're building confidence to actually speak.
Before we wrap up, if this episode helped you out, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It genuinely makes a difference for us.
And drop a comment telling us which conversation was most useful for you. We'd love to hear about your own experiences with these situations.
We'll be back next week with more practical English content.
Until then, go out there and use what you learned today.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you next time.